Battea City Expats Club is a non-profit social organisation and our speakers are volunteers. The club as such assumes no responsibility or liability for the professional reputation of or the quality of services provided by the speaker today.
G'day and Swaddy Carb. Well, today we went deep at the Battea City Expat Club because we went where no man has gone before. Well, I've never gone before. Deep underwater with Sherman the submariner. And it was a record-breaking talk.
I don't know what that means. Maybe it was just too long. I hope I didn't bore people.
It was fascinating because let's face it, you've been in planes, you've been in helicopters, you've been on ships, but how many of you have been underwater? And really, Sherman took us there because he was part of the US Marines during the Cold War. Not the Marines, the submarines during the Cold War.
Yes, I was. I was during the Cold War, 1981-85.
And what was your most electrifying experiences? You talked about some dramatic times you had when your captain got heavily involved.
The scary thing was, yes, I mentioned when we got pinged on by a Russian ship and we were in the wrong place at the wrong time. And that ship probably could have sank us and been justified to do it. And I remember when we were escaping, finally getting out of that situation, our captain said this will not be a Tonkin incident, which means that no one's boarding our ship, we are not giving up, and that we're probably going to scuttle the boat with all of us on it. And be honest with you, I really didn't know we had self-destructive weapons on our boat until I saw that documentary, Blind Man's Bluff, and I'm like, now I know why he said this is not going to be a Tonkin incident.
But there were some times where you were one of the very few people on the boat who actually knew where you were because you were doing such secret work.
Yes, because I'm in navigation. I do know. I know exactly where we were, know where we went, and a lot of people could not know. They're just working.
And it was better that they didn't know.
It was probably a lot better they didn't know.
And the other time that the captain saved the ship was very interesting when it was a malfunction.
Yeah, malfunction of the planes. You know, submarine works. We're going through the water. If the planes go down, then the water hits it and takes us down. Well, those planes got stuck. The back ones are the big ones, and they got stuck, and we were sinking. And you have to come out. You have to all back full, turn the wheel to kind of get the boat turning, and come up and blow the tanks a little bit to keep us coming up. Because if we go down, we were going down, and going down fast. And he came running out of his room in his underwear, saved the day.
Wow. So it's very traumatic in the submarine because things go wrong. You did a lot of drills. Just what if this happened?
And that was a drill. The captain came out and he said, "Okay, stuck planes. Called the people in the back. They know exactly what to do." And the people up front, he's giving orders in the front. Also, there are people in the middle part of the boat. They're opening valves. They're doing all kinds of stuff to turn that boat around so we don't hit the bottom or go to crush depth.
So crush depth, yeah.
That's what they call it, crush depth, when the boat goes down. And I've been deep where you can hear the boat just, I forgot to mention that. Sometimes bolts would pop off, because we're so deep and that pressure on that boat is just enormous.
What took you down that deep? Well, you can't say probably.
Well, I can say sometimes we have to run drills and we have to, go down to our maximum depth just to see how the boat will respond. But we don't do too much down there. We just go hang down there for a little bit, and then usually we go down that deep and we emergency blow and go all the way back up.
So it was a fascinating talk because it's just took us into a world that very few of us will ever go. And name some of the things you got out of your volunteer service, and you're volunteering also to be a navigator and then volunteering to go to be a submariner. What did you get out of that amazing journey?
Well, I wasn't a navigator. I was in the navigation department. Actually, I did the work that the navigator takes responsibility.
Took the credit for.
Took the credit for, yeah. I actually did the navigation. What did I get out of it? I said before, I moved up in rank, and I got to be a leader. And I saw that I was a pretty compassionate leader and that I cared about the people under me. And I didn't have to do any of it. And I studied. I studied and I moved up and I got to be an E5, a second-class petty officer, and I don't know, it was just confidence. I got a lot of confidence from doing that.
And now he puts his confidence into?
Improv theater.
So we'll have a talk from them and some improv theatre in a few weeks. But meanwhile, as this talk's happening on the 9th of November, we're coming up to Remembrance Day on the 11th of November, the 11th of the 11th, Armistice Day, wherever they talk about it in your place. And really, respect to all those people who served their country, put their lives on the line and helped preserve the liberty for so many people. So to you, thank you for your service.
Thank you.
And you, thank you for your service, Sherman.
You're welcome. Sawadee ka.